Hi, you guys. I'm Overland. It is almost that February. It is March 5th, 2020. And I just felt like I needed to get on. I was just reading a quote from one of my favorite influencers. His name's Stefan. His IG handle is Stefan Speaks. And if you don't know about him, you need to go. And his latest post was don't rush, don't settle. And I wanted to piggyback off of that concerning us singles, concerning us in general in life. And the reason why I wanted to start off on that thought in that post was because it goes into how to have patience and how to have the ability. What what's his name? David Shades. He's the owner of Sleep is for Suckers. Love him. But he interviewed Inky Johnson just this past week, or it was last week. But he was talking about how he admires Inky for being a master of delay gratification in a time where everybody wants everything instantly, like within 2 seconds. He was just telling Inky like, "Man, thank you for inspiring me. Like you are always in the long haul of things. You don't rush things, and so that's why this thought with Stefan is so like relative to what I'm going through and why I'm trying to be an advocate of being more patient. So don't rush, never settle. I think the biggest thing about being impatient and what I've learned over the years is that when we're impatient, and I'm speaking to the choir, speaking to myself, we are literally telling everyone that everything revolves around us. And that's not a good thing because then who wants to be around somebody that's very about owning themselves? And so the blessings of not rushing is that you're able to really look at the bigger picture of things. You're really able to understand God's timing. If you're a spiritual, religious person, you understand that when you don't rush God or you don't rush circumstances and like things you're working towards, it's always a bigger and better outcome result. But when you rush, you end up settling. You end up settling for something that isn't as big of a blessing or a miracle for yourself and for your family because you just wanted everything at that particular moment and time. Let me think. So, one time when I rushed things, I was on my way to. Where was I on my way to? I was on my way to a concert. And I am one who's excessively early. I live by the rule if you're late, you're not, or if you're on time, you're late. And so I was rushing to a John B concert, and it was downtown, and I love John B. And we get there, and there's a long line. And as soon as we get in, because we're on time, super early, I just was like tired before he even got on stage. And by the time he got on stage, and something happened with my friend at the time, and she was just like, "I want to go, I want to leave." I think she saw an ex, but we ended up walking out of the concert during the time when he was singing "Don't Talk." I was so mad because that is my jam. And so, point is that when you rush to get somewhere and you get there before the actual time you should be there, and I'm not advocating be late. Don't don't get me wrong. Still be on time. Do your best to not be late. But if it's out of your control, just know that there's a bigger reason why things happen the way they do, and that only fools rush in. I know it's a stupid joke, but that's what I'm saying, guys. Is that don't rush, never settle, but be patient in the midst of everything. I love you guys, and I hope you get a lot out of what I just said, and that you have a better day and an even better Friday weekend starting. Love you guys.